Hey guys, we're back in the lab today once again, aka get away from the wife room, aka fix the motorcycle room, aka washroom, as you can hear in the background. But we're gonna make it happen anyways, so it is what it is. I got some lights in to replace the ones that I had before, which are the Ciron lights, I believe. And then I got these eBay ones. Always wanted some Daymakers, but during that time it just seemed like Daymakers they cost too much, and I'm not in the mood of paying $500, $400 for some lights that I know periodically I'm gonna get tired of, and I'm gonna replace them like I am doing now. Originally I had the original Harley Davidson lights that came with the Road King, and then I upgraded to the Ciron lights, which are some bulbs I'll show you here in a minute. And now I have this eBay light, which is probably a little brighter than the one that I previously had. So it's nothing major. I just wanted to show you guys how to go about putting this in. All right, here we go. These are the Ciron lights that I had, and I replaced the original ones with these. So basically you have these for the auxiliary lights, and you have this for the main headlight, and they're both made by Ciron. I have a video for this, which I'll probably post for you somewhere at the top. You know how it goes. And at the moment, this was much brighter than the stock light, but I feel like now it's time to go on. It's gotten to the point either my eyes have gotten bad or it is not performing at the optimal as it should be. So now we're moving on, and it seems as though they're making things equivalent to the Daymakers that are just as bright, and they look totally different. So I went away from that traditional Daymaker light, and I went and got these off of eBay. I was kind of thinking about getting the Sun Pies, but I didn't want to pay. I paid $400, and now I don't even want to pay more than $100. So I paid roughly 90 some odd dollars for these, and I kind of like the looks, especially of the headlight. And these are somewhat equivalent to the Daymakers, but I like this headlight, and it gives you different options rather than that halo like everyone else has. It just has like a little eyebrow on the top and down here at the bottom. And the auxiliary lights have a halo around them as well too. These particular lights, which I'll probably post a picture of what it looked like on eBay, and you know, the pricing and all that good stuff, and I'll show you a price of that. But it also came with the back mounting plate. It has the ring around the light here as well too. And something I noticed on other videos, you know, that screw that goes on the very bottom when you're screwing in your visor, it has one of these down at the bottom. I watched one video where it did not have that, and the guy had to manipulate it so it could actually work for his bike. It came with a bunch of extra stuff. We have this for the headlight. I don't know what it is, but it is what it is. And you have the headlight, and then it came with these two I want to say male plugs on it, and I'll show you that as the video goes on. And also too, I guess in case you had to wire it in, the auxiliary lights came with this plug, so you can solder it in and take these off and just utilize the plug that came with it. And then you also have another male plug here where this activates the halo. So it's kind of unique. You got to do a little finagling to make it happen. It isn't like a custom dynamic piece where you just plug it in and go about your business. You have to do a little bit of extra to make this happen. So this is what I got, man. I'm looking forward to putting it in already, just by looking over it, and I've already plugged it in and all that good stuff. It already seems to be brighter than what I had in the past, which is the Ciron. So just gonna keep moving, and I'll give you guys an explanation as to how I did. I've already taken off the headlight, the auxiliary lights, and the turn lights. What I realized too, I just didn't put it back. The turning signal lights, I don't necessarily need to, I didn't have to take those off. But what's done is done. I'm going to explain to you guys how I got to this point with the blue wires on it to hook to that male portion that I was telling you guys about. And inside the headlight, mainly, it was just a regular setup. I had these. This is my, I want to say H4 plug, my H4 plug. And then in order to make the light work on the headlight, in order to make the headlight work, I had to put it to a constant, and that's what I pretty much hooked that up, and I'll show you guys how I came about those blue wires to make that happen. All right, like I was saying before, these are the ends that came on the actual lights. So that means you have to put one of these on there. From that point, I got pretty much all my tools that I use. So you're gonna strip it back to apply this one. And the same way you twist your wire, twist this on. That way you don't get any of those loose ones. When I put these on, I at least like to have the wire so I can see it pop out the top. And then just a pair of wire pliers. Some people have crimps. I don't have crimps. Just use what you got, man. If you're trying to make some money, use what you got. Then when you get some money, then you can purchase some stuff. So there you go. Crimp that on there. And there you go. Now it's crimped. Give it that little tug pull. Don't come off. You're good to go. Now you got to draw the power. So now that's when this comes in good hands. I like these, just like I said before, because it doesn't allow you don't have to cut the wire and try to splice it and try to make something happen. These are pretty good, and if I feel like I need to remove them, I just put a little dab of I got some heat shrink liquid, and I just put it on the piece that's been exposed and go about my business. Kind of very similar to electric tape. But anyways, on these connectors, you have an end where it stops, just like that. So obviously I'll use this piece because it's not that long to go in this area. In this groove, you can put the wire that you're going to draw the power from, and it pretty much goes in any place. So just keep that in mind. The wire that you have, it butts up against the little notch in the inside. The wire that you're drawing the power from goes right here. What I like to do with these, I'll put it in the groove. You can even sandwich it and slide it in because it has that stop in there. And what I like to do initially, I'll take my pliers and wedge that connection right into it, and then I'll pry it apart again. But the best part about this, I don't have to fidget with that wire anymore. So now all I do, just for giggles, I'll take the wire that I'm drawing the power from and I'll put it in that groove and then crimp it down. And that way I don't have to fidget with trying to put this one in there and the other wire at the same time and trying to sandwich them in there. So that's just something to do, something to think about, and that's how I pretty much hooked up all of the wires that you're going to see here. And I'll take you over to the bike and show you what I did. I would advise, if you're working on your bike, I would advise you get a manual, service manual for your bike. That way when you're trying to figure things out, it's possible to have some reference to go back to make things happen for you. But all right, I showed you guys how to put the little pig here, that little pigtail. We already made this up, and I attached it to the gray and black wire. get a little closer. Here we go for the headlight. What I got for the headlight is this blue wire is my constant. That's my running lights right here. My running lights. Let me see if I can get closer. So like I said, the blue wire is for the running lights, and that'll go to my white light. So when I turn on my lights, the little mustache, and the eyebrow on the top will be white. When I turn on my right signal, which I have it to the brown white, no, is that brown or purple? It's purple. To the purple wire. And when I turn on my right signal, it'll flash. The headlight, remember the white, the two whites, the mustache, and the eyebrow will turn yellow and it'll flash just like a turning signal. So that's my hookup. And that's pretty much the little setup. I'm gonna go ahead and put this stuff back in, and then I'll come back and show you guys what it looks like. All right, we're gonna go ahead and screw in this turning signal. Then we'll go ahead and put on the visor. Now we're putting this auxiliary light on here. Remember, you need the light, and you need that returning. And remember, the tainer should curve forward, not backwards like this. It should be forward. That way when it grasps the ring, it'll pull the light forward. All right, we've got the headlight, and we gotta plug it in first to verify which one is yellow, which one is white. All right, give me a minute to put these in, and we'll call it when we come back. You know how your wife always telling you to throw stuff away and you might not ever use it. That did not help us today. Saving some of my stuff actually helped today. What happened was, when I put these screws into the headlight, the holes are too big. So when I try to line it up, they just pop out of the holes and the headlight is not secure. So I had to go in my little stash over here I've been keeping and find some washers that'll go into the screw. As I mentioned before, I had a little problem with the screws. The screws on this new housing was a little too big for the OME screws. So I had to come back with a washer to put on each of the holes to, you know, kind of gain that surface area that I was missing, because the screws are much smaller. So I put washers on all of them all the way around. So if you didn't see that part, that's why you didn't see it, because I did it off camera. All right, here goes the finished product, man. We've got those eBay headlights on here now. Pretty cool. They look good with the custom dynamic lights on it. Before I let you go, man, everything fit right in the same box that the LED light came in. I had to cut out a little hole to put this in, but fits snugly. Put it up in storage and be tucked away until next time.